Hello everybody! Today I'm scrapping this photo of my brother's yellow lab in my brother's pond. There's kind of a cute story behind it. I just pulled out that piece of Basil Admiral cardstock that's going to be my background, and then I also pulled out, this is that blue polka dot sheet of paper, is also Bella Boulevard, but it's just a scrap and it's so old I can't tell you where it actually is from. That journaling card that I just am playing with now, or positioning now, is from Elle Studio, the Cameron tabs, and it says boys will be boys, which is cute because this dog is a male dog. So I'm just getting that positioned in the block together. I do, on almost all of my layouts, use a journaling card in some way, shape, or form to journal on. I do sometimes journal on the actual background papers themselves, but more often than not, I'm using a journaling card, and I will do that here as well. I pulled out my Jenny Bolin fountain pen ink, and I'm going to ink the edges to help them stand out against the other papers. That paper that I'm working with right now is also Bella Boulevard. It's from Family Forever, and I did not write down the name of that paper, so sorry about that, but it's from the Family Forever collection. And I like that because it looks like bubbles, and since Duke is playing in water, it reminds me of the water. That orange chevron paper that I have there is from Pebbles from their Basics collection, and it's the apricot chevron paper. So I'm going to cut that as part of a background. Now I like how that looks, but I'm not completely satisfied with the apricot chevron on top of the background paper there, the Basil cardstock. I'm going to find another sheet of paper eventually. And I just think I didn't like it because there's such a contrast between some of the white in the chevron paper and the white of the bubble paper against that background. It also looked a little bit like it was floating to me and needed to be anchored. So I'm kind of playing here thinking about, well, do I want some more bubbles in there? Maybe using this vellum, it'll look a little bit like bubbles, and then it will mute the background paper a little bit. But I'm not loving how that's looking. It's okay, but it didn't achieve what I wanted to. And now I'm pulling another vellum as well. I think this one came from Joann's because it's 8.5 by 11, and they carry 8.5 by 11 vellum. And this is the paper that I'm going to end up using. I went back to my Bella Boulevard paper envelopes there and grabbed that green arrow paper from the Let's Go collection. It's the Borders paper, and that I really like. It there's green bubbles or dots in that bubble paper. I'm calling it bubble paper, but whatever that paper is. And I like that because what I'm going to do is just cut off a little bit of that paper to the side there, and now the whole blocks of paper, pattern paper, look anchored. It's weighted to the right, but that's actually a good thing because Duke is looking to the right in this layout. And I'm going to leave a little bit more space at the top of that orange chevron paper than at the bottom, because in my mind here, that's about where I thought my title could go. Just getting more edges inked there. It's a good thing to do it before I glue it down, which oftentimes I don't remember to do. And again, I'm going to anchor that to the right side so that everything is looking towards the left. Sorry, I don't remember what I'm doing here. but I'm going a while. Ah, there we go. That's right. I decided I wanted to get my title down quickly here, just because I thought the only place it would fit well was on that orange chevron paper. So I wanted to get it in there to make sure that it worked right there where I imagined it was going to work. And I grabbed my my wax paper just in case it didn't work the way I thought it would. That way I can move that title around on my layout. And the title of this is going to be Water Dog, since Duke is definitely a water dog. He's a lab, so he loves water. And really that pond is really close to my brother's house. So if he's outside and it's decent enough out, he's in the water. What I'm doing there is I'm just taking a couple of these, I don't know what they are actually, because they're not like, they're kind of like a hyphen, but not necessarily. And I'm going to use those to take up some of the space where the title is going to lay. I thought that there was a little bit too much space on the side of the title, and I like it because they kind of look like waves. That font there is from American Crafts. They are chipboard thickers, and the font is Iguana. There was no color on this, so it's a turquoisey color, but more towards the blue end of the spectrum. Way more towards the blue end of the spectrum, actually. And this is one of those times when, even though I'm using my I can't think today, my wax paper, I'm still moving things around as I do it. The one nice thing is these chipboard thickers here that I'm working with, the Iguana thickers, are fairly old and they don't stick all that well. So at this point, as chipboard thickers are known not to do, but that's actually not such a bad thing when you need to move your title around. So now I'm happy with how that looks. It achieves what I wanted to. It takes up the space up there. It really does a nice job of bringing in that turquoise that's in the journaling card there up into the title. There is a lighter kind of dustier color turquoise in the bubbles paper, but it's not anywhere near as dark. So now what I've done is I've gone to some of my Bella Boulevard chipboard sheets here. This is the Chow chip, and it's the Symbols chipboard. And I'm going to kind of play around with these to get some embellishment clusters figured out here. And then the other thing I did here is I went to my Bella Boulevard Chow chip, the Hearts and Stars collection. And I'm going to put that star there. I keep, because these chipboard pieces here are fairly well used at this point, I have a pile just to the left of my desk with things that I want to use up, so that I think about taking them and using them on layouts, and so that makes it really nice and handy. Now I did place that asterisk there, and that is Bella Boulevard again, up on the left, but as I'm looking at it, it's really bothering me. I think it's because of the circle shape, and the white there is just too white against that background. So that's going to bother me because I don't like just the two of them there. I want something else, and it's going to take a while for me to figure it out. I didn't have any more asterisks, so what I ended up doing is, for that cluster there, I pulled that little arrow sticker there with the dog on it, which is perfect. That is from Jelly Bean Soup. It's from the Cool as a Cucumber Soup collection, and it's the label stickers sheet there. I'm just grabbing that little green star. That's from the Spicy Social Soup collection from Jelly Bean Soup, and it's the label stickers. That little orange heart there is from Jelly Bean Soup, the Sightseeing Stew collection, and the label sticker sheet. Again, those label stickers, because they're partially used and I want to use them up are just sitting to the left of me. I pulled a green heart there, and that's from Cool as a Cucumber, the label stickers. I kind of like that because I do love Duke. He's such a good little dog. Or actually, he's not a little dog. He's a good big dog. I didn't talk about this yet, but that good thing phrase there is from the Bella Boulevard Chow Chip from the Whatnots collection, or the Whatnot sheet. Now I'm just going to use my ATG to help put that down. The navy star there is from the Hearts and Stars from Bella Boulevard. I used a lot of Bella Boulevard chipboard on this, which is really nice. I do like their chipboard. They're really easily understandable shapes and that kind of a thing, and they're nice. They're fairly large. They do have some small and medium ones as well, and just they're a really nice addition to embellishment. So my ATG ran out here, so you get to watch that as I'm talking. As I said, Duke is a lab, and he is definitely a water dog. If he goes outside of the house, he's in this water. And on this particular day, we were staying up at my brother's cabin here, and I went outside with him, and he had a stick, and he must have played. He would run into the water with the stick, run out, put it on the shore, run back into the water without it, run out, pick up the stick. He just ran around in circles in and out of the water, and it was a fairly warm day, but I think he did it for half an hour just playing by himself. I mean, I was standing there and taking pictures, but you know, and watching him, but really he was just playing by himself. I wasn't throwing the stick or anything for him. So he's just a really sweet dog. He's a big guy, but he's really sweet, and he's actually pretty gentle. And he also knows that his Aunt Kelly will give him treats if I'm anywhere near the treat jar. So not too many, I promise, but he has my number. So I'm looking there at the Echo Park. That is from the Little Man collection. It's the ephemera from Little Man, and it's a primary color collection, so I just wanted to see if there was anything that I could use. And I found this little yellow die cut circle, and I like that it's the third element that I really wanted up in that cluster up there. So I just put a little foam tape on the back of it to pop that off, since there was dimension in the other two pieces up there. And that, you know, there's yellow, a lot of yellow in the bubbles paper, and I'm going to add some more yellow with some other embellishments, some finishing touch embellishments here in just a minute. And what I did here is I pulled some puffy sequins from Pink Fresh Studios from the Felicity collection. These are called the Sequin Studio Puffs. They're really cute. They're a puffy sticker, and they look kind of like a sequin. So I pulled some yellow and turquoise and orange to bring in the colors from the papers there and just give a little bit more added dimension in the three clusters that I'm using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of journaling on the Boys Will Be Boys card there. I have a still shot and some detail shots at the end of the layout. Hope your day is going well, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye.